With Buffalo Bills star quarterback Josh Allen, California native. I've heard people say, well, he's kind of from a suburb of Los Angeles, right? A little bit of a difference between Fireball, California and Los Angeles, California.
Just a little bit difference, yeah. I'm proud where I'm from, Fireball, California. Small town near Fresno. Yeah, it's a small little gem, and I love it.
You enjoying your time back on the West Coast, obviously. Playoffs end, disappointing. I'm sure you've heard 13 seconds about a million times up to this point. Can you just kind of process that a little bit for us? You've had a chance to, I guess, decompress, maybe look at it. I'm sure it's going to be a whole off season.
Yeah, it's honestly really haven't given myself time to decompress yet. Basically went straight from Buffalo to Pebble Beach and golfed in the Pro-Am there, and now I'm here. So I don't know if it's actually set in or not yet. But again, we had a good year. Not a great year. Obviously didn't accomplish what we wanted to accomplish, but proud of our guys for how we battled throughout the year. They had us dead to rights about halfway through that season, and backs against the wall, we started playing our best football.
I noticed after that game, Mahomes beelined it for you.
Yeah.
Like he made sure he wanted to get to you, and you guys had a little sort of private, public moment. What did he say to you? Like, what kind of do you have a close relationship with you? It's just a competitive relationship?
No, I wouldn't say it's a super close relationship, but we've gotten to know each other over the years. Got to hang out at Augusta last year.
Mm-hmm.
I've got so much respect for him, not just as a football player, but as a person.
Yeah.
His charity and what he does for his community there in Kansas City. You can't find anybody to say a bad thing about Patrick Mahomes. And for him to do that, given the ramifications of winning the playoff game and going to the AFC Championship in overtime, and to go say what's up to Kelsey after he scored the touchdown and then straight to me, that was one of the cooler things as a competitor I've ever seen. And to be on the other side of that, it was a really special moment. And he just wanted to let me know, had a great game, and I told him I was rooting for him. And again, so much respect, and that just kind of solidified, how respectful he is, how competitive he is, but just how great of a dude he is. And again, like I said, you can't find anybody say a bad thing about him.
The AFC looks like a gauntlet. I mean, it's between you, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, obviously, who's here, Lamar Jackson. You got, Mac Jones, Justin Herbert. I don't know that I've ever seen so much young, high-level talent in one conference in 1 year. I mean, do you just welcome that and go, hey, you know what, it's gonna be a grind for as long as you're gonna be a starter? Yeah. I mean, this is what it's gonna be like.
Basically, yeah. And I think it's great for the league to have this young upbringing of quarterbacks. But yeah, it's gonna be tough, and to be sitting there though, and to understand you're gonna have to play your best throughout the year in order to have a chance.
A lot of change in Buffalo this year. Brian Daboll obviously moves to the Giants. New offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey, Joe Brady, the quarterback's coach. You've had so much continuity up until this point in your career, and you've been able to make those strides every single season. How does this offseason now look for you now, knowing that there's going to be that change? I mean, sometimes veteran quarterbacks, as they lose, particularly offensive coaches, they step up and become sort of a bigger part of being that leader, maybe a little bit of a coach themselves.
It'll be a challenge for sure, but like you said, stepping up into a bigger role. I love Coach Daboll. I'm so happy for him and his family for working so long, 20-plus years in the NFL, and finally getting a shot to be a head coach. So I'm so happy for him. I'm happy for Coach Dorsey. We've had a great three-year run together since he's been the quarterback coach. He's helped me out so much. But to keep him as the offensive coordinator, keep the same verbiage and terminology, obviously he's going to have his own tweaks, and we're going to work through that together. And then bringing in Joe Brady, who's another offensive mind that did some really good things at Carolina, and obviously his track record speaks for itself before that. So I'm excited to get to work with him. And then whoever we bring into the quarterback room, I'm kind of the lone wolf right now. So looking forward to that process as well. And again, I know it's going to be asked of me, and I'm up for the challenge.
You're here working with USAA, and I know you gave away tickets to the game, actually, to a military family. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm super honored to be partnered with USAA and VFW. We're giving a trip of a lifetime to Corey Geisler, who was a longtime military vet, served almost for a decade. So him and his wife are down here going to the game. and I'm excited. And we're getting to meet him Saturday,
Oh,
along
wow.
with some other military guests. And my grandfather served in the military a long time ago, and he passed away a few years ago. But to have kind of that inspiration, and now to give back to someone who's served to protect our freedoms and has given so much of his life to protecting those freedoms for us, it's very satisfying. And again, I can't wait to meet him Saturday.
My grandfather was actually in the Marines. Was your?
Oh, same thing.
Marines, okay.
Yeah. Never deployed, but served 4 years during the Korean War, I believe. And yeah, pretty cool.
Well, Josh, I appreciate you coming in and having us, and thank you for working with USAA.
Yep, thank you. Go Bills.